It's time. It's your time. Laura Pickett here, inspiring you to win in life. That's the word of the Lord for you today. It's your time. I know you've been watching everyone else do what God called them to do, step into their destiny, live their dream. But the Lord said, it's your time. And he has sent me to help you to step into your destiny. You know, the Bible says in Ecclesiastes, to everything there is a season and there is a time for every purpose and every work. And I believe you know that God has something for you to do. As a matter of fact, I did a survey and thank many of you who answered. And I asked you, do you know what God has called you to do? Have you stepped into it? Are you clear about it? And most of you said, no, you're not clear, or no, you've not stepped in. And I asked a few other questions, but I really want to deal with those two first. Because God created you for a purpose. God formed you for a purpose. The Bible says before you were ever in your mother's womb, he formed you. He knew you. He had a plan for you. And God said that plan is ready. It's waiting for you. And it's time. The quickest thing that the enemy can do is trick us to make us think we have a lot of time. We have plenty of time. Well, time doesn't wait on anybody. It's ticking away even as we're speaking right now. And we just have to be intentional about making a decision. Will I live the life God called me to live, or am I going to play it safe, or am I just going to settle for where I am? And I believe if you're hearing me, I know it's not a coincidence, and I know it's not an accident. It's your time. And so I want to give you three things because, 40 years ago, actually, I was in the boat you're in. I didn't know why God had put me here. I wasn't clear on my purpose. I knew there was more, but I didn't know what to do to get there. And I'm going to share a few things that will help you to get there. Three things particularly that are imperative for you to begin to step into it. And for those of you that are serious about it, if you come in, I'm serious, I'm ready. Then I'm going to send you a link and offer you a gift that maybe we can chat and see what God really wants you to do. But let me give you these three things that I didn't know was happening in my life, but they were the key for me to step into what God called me to do. And let me be clear with you. And sometimes we think that when we see people doing what God called them to do, that it was easy and they knew. Well, I was clueless, okay? And many of you may know my story, but I majored in economics. I almost lost all my hair. And I minored in business. Didn't know God had a call for me for business, and just actually graduated with my master's in business and ministry. But I was clueless. I just didn't know what I was here for. And I know what it's like, and I know how you feel. So let me give you these three things real quick that I want you to do to begin to get an answer and begin to step into what God called you to do. Number one is you must get with the one that made the plan. And I'm talking about God. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah 29:11, I know the plans that I have for you, the thoughts that I think toward you, and they are good to get you to your expected end. So I want to encourage you to first set aside time that you will spend with God, get quiet before him and say, Lord, why am I here? Why did you create me? What do you want me to do? And he will answer you. And if you don't get that answer the first time, go back again, stay, wait, open your heart and listen because he wants you to know the plan. Okay. Number two is once you know the plan, you have to get ready for the plan. Even before you know it, you need to start getting ready. And what I mean by that is you got to get to know you and find out what's going on in your life. What do you think? What do you feel? What do you want? What do you desire? What's hindering you? What are you afraid of? What's holding you back? How do you see yourself? In other words, the Bible talks about being transformed by the renewing of our mind. And I've been teaching on this, but life really does happen from the inside out. And the Bible tells us, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So I want to encourage you to begin to get a plan to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Find the scriptures that deal with whatever you're concerned about. If it's fear, find the scriptures on fear. God has not given me a spirit of fear, but love, power, and a sound mind. But begin to meditate on the scriptures that will help you to begin to walk into what God has for you and get you ready. So you got to know he's formed you for a purpose. You got to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And why do you do that? So that you can perform, so that you can begin to step into what God has called you to do, what he's destined for you to do. And the major thing that you must have to do that is faith. So you've got to begin to build your faith so that you can do what God called you to do. And I will warn you, it will be a fight of faith, but it's a good fight. Why? Because the victory has already been won. Jesus took care of that. What we have to do is stay in the fight. I call it the winner's circle. You have to stay in that place where you can learn and grow and prepare yourself to step into all that he's called you to do. So I want to say to you once again, it's your time. No more delay, no more waiting. Begin to step out in these 3 things that I've already shared. And I have a free gift for you that I want to give you. And all you got to do is put in the comments, it's my time. It's my time. And I'm going to give you a link to this free book called It's Time to Bring Forth. It's time to bring forth. This small book will change your life. I share how I began to step into a major part of the God's call on my life. And I'm telling you, it will bless you. It's time to bring forth. So just put in the comments, it's time. And we will send you a link on how to get this free download absolutely free of charge. So if you have been blessed, I want to encourage you to like and to follow, turn on the notifications so that you know when I'm sharing more content that will help you. I am committed. This is now part of my assignment, the call on my life, and I'm committed to help you to get to your expected end, to step into what God has called you to do. So I'm going to be sharing steps and keys and things that I've learned over these 40 years that have helped me to step into my destiny and continue to step into those things that God has called me to do. So I encourage you, and those of you that are really serious and say, I don't want to wait any longer. Let me take your 40 years and condense it and so that I can move quicker. Then I want you to put, I want to move quicker. And I'll send you a link where you can qualify to spend a few minutes with me to get a clarity call where you can begin to search and find answers and to see what has God called you to do. And maybe if I can help you, then we'll work on that as well. Okay. I love you with all my heart. The Lord said it's time. No more delay. I mean that. Seriously. If you're hearing this, that means this word is for you. It's time now. Don't wait any longer. Go forth and do what God has called you to do. He's called you to greater. He's called you higher. And he's called you to fulfill his plan for your life. I love you much. Winning in life. Lord Pickett. God bless.